It's a hard road. Destruction.
Yeah, we spent about a year on the album, all told. So we're working with Kate LeBon. We worked with John Parrish on our 2 other albums, but this time it's been with Kate. It's been quite a different process, I would say.
Yeah, like kind of the same and different. Yeah, lots of things the same and lots of things different. Yeah, for me, I think, like same old people, same old people, similar routine, but then sort of as you get towards the end of the process, things started to change quite a bit, I feel. But then there were some weird similarities, like this. We went to a new studio. We'd never been to this studio. We'd only ever recorded at one studio really before. And then we went to a new studio, but it was based on the studio that we'd been to previously. So different but the same.
We didn't know that when we went there. We found that out when we were there. So we were trying to like break away and do something new. And then we ended up going to a studio that was based on the other studio. Anyway, it was a farm. They're both farms. We keep recording in farms. Tell us about synths.
Synths.
Take the wire, because I can't just be holding it.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've got the wire. Got it. Yeah. I think that I feel a bit silly actually saying this, because I think sometimes when you make maybe your third album, people are like, oh yeah, get the synths out, and everything gets a bit big. So I think maybe unwittingly we have done that, and hopefully it's fine. But that's not how I think of it really at all. I think maybe we spent a lot more time building songs in a different way. In the past, we've always recorded and everything's been live, and you do a take and then maybe you add a few things and then it's kind of finished. And I think this time, maybe there was no live take. You might start with something quite small and then layer it up in sort of, over a number of weeks, kind of going in and out of it. So slightly different process, and maybe that does result in a bigger thing, maybe. But yeah, it's hard to know. I think we're still reflecting on it, really.
I'm striking while the iron is hot, making the most of a bad situation.
It's nice to try and use all sorts of things as inspiration. In the past, we've talked about games a lot. We used to talk about Hotline Miami a lot as an inspiration.
I think things that are immersive, I think quite often in the past, I've misunderstood the way that you can use your influences sometimes. Like you can be a bit more direct with it. And when if you're watching a film or playing a game that feels really, or reading a book, that feels really intense and like very real. I think it's nice to kind of indulge in that sometimes and understand that you can actually be quite forceful with the things that you're creating sometimes. But yeah, in terms of more direct influences, I don't know. I always find it really hard to recall, because I don't know if I'm necessarily processing them at the time when they're... I think maybe the biggest influence for us sometimes is just, I don't know, the reality. Like reality, it's like the news or whatever. That's kind of, that affects your headspace the most sometimes when you're coming in to write the songs and to rehearse them and stuff and record them.
Make sure there are hidden messages in my work.
People always pick up unexpected things, but yeah, I definitely have some that I hope people will kind of respond to and pick up on. There are a lot on this record actually that I'm kind of pretty keen on. There's a song called Evil Idiot, which I feel differently about almost every day, but there's a line in it that's like about Christmas TV, and it goes like, Christmas TV on my mind, Christmas TV all the time. And I just quite like that. I don't know. I kind of want to make a T-shirt of it or something. I don't know. I wrote it at Christmas, so it's just like being bombarded by Christmas TV.
Christmas TV on my mind. Christmas TV on
We haven't been here that long, and we've just been moving around, just having a look through some of the galleries, but the way that he's designed it is very special, and the way that he's kind of, managed to bring the light from the ceiling down onto the walls, sort of. He's like channeling the light. Yeah, it's very.
Oh yeah, with the kind of the shape like this.
Which like it's like any Aalto thing. It's like it's not. It's done. It's very pragmatic, but it's also very, like, beautiful. And I'm quite a keen amateur photographer, and I guess that is just it is just a sort of like a journey of understanding how light works, really. And I think it's everything. If you're filming or if you're taking photographs, like, the light is everything, really, and understanding how to use it and what it does and how it transforms things.
I suffer from that thing where in the evening, not just seasonally, but like in the evening, as soon as it gets dark, I get very doomy, like proper, like my mood just absolutely transforms. So I have to get everything done before it gets dark. Otherwise things get bleak. And I start like trashing things and like, this is rubbish, and like, throwing things out the window or whatever. So I always have to like rush when the sun's going down. I'm like, oh my God, quick. Because I have to just do almost nothing once it gets dark because it's too dangerous.
Definitely.
I don't know what's wrong with me, really. But anyway, so I'm sensitive to light, I would say. I mean, I do like playing video games a lot, just for escapism. I play them on the plane. I'm a bit scared of flying, so I play video games on the plane a lot. It's like just a world you can get into and forget about your worries.
Yeah.
And get new worries, video game worries.
For sure.
Yeah. A lot of my childhood memories are from Zelda games, actually, like Ocarina of Time and those kind of games. I have like really happy memories of playing those with my brother, but they're like in-game memories. But I mean, they're just as warm as a lot of my like other kind of familial memories or whatever. They're just as evocative, especially like the music. If I hear like the soundtracks or whatever, I feel so nostalgic, and yeah, they mean a lot. I always feel sort of embarrassed to say that, but it's definitely true for me, at least. Yeah.
If you're driving from Poland to London and it's going to take 2 days, I don't know, it's nice to have something to do where you can just switch your brain off. And reading I really struggle to read in the van. It just sends me to sleep and feel a bit sick. And so I watch movies and play games, really. And it's sort of guilt-free. It's like being on the plane, like guilt-free time, yeah.
Sorry, we talked about games the whole time.
Yeah.